Today I was removed from the House of Commons for telling the truth. And I was raised by a very strong woman who told me never to back down from the truth, and that's exactly what I'm doing. The Liberal government got... Today I was removed from the House of Commons for telling the truth. And I was raised by a very strong woman who told me never to back down from the truth, and that's exactly what I'm doing. The Liberal government got up in the House of Commons and insinuated that Conservatives have been obstructionists when it comes to Bill C-21, that we are part of the problem. And they were talking about a sneaky letter written by Liberals, the Bloc Québécois and the NDP that Conservatives were not invited to participate in. And this is carried out in light of the Liberal government bringing forward the most underhanded amendment in the most underhanded way that is the largest ban of Canadian hunting rifles in the history of our country.
That's right.
So again, they have banned the largest and the biggest and the most incredible change to impact everyday hunters. Millions of hunters will be impacted by what they've done, and they brought it forward at the 11th hour in the most sneaky and underhanded way. And for the past week, in partnership with the Bloc Québécois, the Liberals have filibustered and not allowed Conservatives to weigh into the debate at Public Safety Committee. And so today in the House, to hear a Liberal accusing us of being the problem, insinuating that we are obstructionist, is the most hypocritical thing I have heard in the 3 years that I've been elected as a member of Parliament. The most popular piece of feedback we get from our constituents is that the Liberal government does not answer questions, that they don't tell the truth. And so today we had enough of it, and I called them out for lying, which they did lie. And I will say it again out here, that they lied today in the House of Commons.
That's right.
Ms. Dancho, can you clarify what exactly are you saying the Liberals did without informing the Conservatives? Can you just clarify what actually happened?
So the Liberal member who stood up and lied, he was talking about a letter written to the Public Safety Chair. And Conservatives were not informed of this. We were not invited to the table to discuss it. And so that was the Bloc and the NDP and the Liberals working together without the consent or knowledge of Conservatives. But then the Liberal gets up today and says that we're part of the problem, insinuating that we are being obstructionist. But we weren't even invited to participate in that 1064 letter. And the only reason they brought forward that 1064 letter is because the Liberals have so circumvented the democratic process of legislation that they're now scrambling, having heard from thousands of hunters from across the country how badly they screwed this up, how much of an impact this is going to have on everyday hunters and farmers and Indigenous hunters and wildlife conservationists. They're now realizing what they did, so now they're scrambling and backtracking and trying to get extra meetings for witnesses. They want 2 meetings for witnesses, and they expect 2 meetings. That's 4 hours of testimony to represent 2 million hunters in this country.
A mass murder of women in Montreal 33 years ago.